Hello, you lovely Hammers fans. Got a bit of a treat for you today. This is a brilliant video. Obviously, you know who I am, Nick from Claret and Booze. And you also know that we run, we run a membership community, but it's there to drive the support side of things, which is how this all came about. And you've heard us banging on about this, as I've just said, you know, for weeks and months, because we're helping people, so many great people on a day-to-day basis, and we've been making plea after plea to get people to join the support side. You know, as we've said, the support side is free. There's no reason to sort of not take a leap of faith. And what better way of doing that than getting some people that have been on the support group, both in a support capacity and receiving support, to come on and give you their experience over the past, what's it been? It's getting close to 3 months now that we've been doing this. You know, we crossed over to this new platform just over a month ago, but obviously prior to that we was on WhatsApp, and these people have very, very bravely decided to come on to give, and they're doing this for you. They're not doing this for me. They're not doing it for themselves. They're doing this for you. It's to hopefully give you the nudge that you might need, or the encouragement to take a leap of faith, come and join the group and see what it's all about. So yeah, we've some absolutely wonderful characters. You're going to get to know a handful of them in the next, you know, half an hour or so, and they'll talk about their journeys and why they think that you probably should join. You know, what you can take from it. And I'm going to leave you with it. One thing I will say, I don't need to say this anyway because this is the West Ham family, but one way of getting permanently blocked from this channel is by being, you know, nasty in the comments, which I don't expect anyway. But it is YouTube, it is social media. You know, there are idiots out there. But that's one way you'll get instantly banned. You'll be gone forever, because the people that are on this, they're just normal people. I'm a normal person, but I'm comfortable in front of a camera. Not everybody is. This is a big deal for these people. And like I say, they're doing it for you. Wonderful people. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I certainly did. On to the first one.
Yeah, no, like I say, basically, I was having a rough time since my mum passed last year, and yeah, just feeling really rough. I'm getting help on the NHS, which lucky for some are not getting, and it's because where I live, basically. So, but I needed that little bit extra. I needed that little bit extra oomph, and who better from fellow West Ham fans? You know what I mean? And when Nick put it out there, it's just the connection I got, and my missus was there as well, and she went, "You're going to text that number, aren't you?" And I went, "I've memorised it in my head. Yeah, I'm going to do it." And then I did it. I text the number, and I didn't get a reply for a couple of days, and I thought, "Oh, he don't like me." You know what I mean? Things like that. But Nick replied, and then boom! It was just that added pat on the back. You know what I mean? Added boost, and it's helped me along the way. It's really has helped me along the way. And like I say, listening to everyone on here, when you think that you've got problems and you're hearing other people's problems, you're not categorising them because you can't. And I've had rough days, I've had good days, and it's going to bed at night and waking up in the morning and knowing that you've got people behind you. You know what I mean? You got your family, I've got my missus, I've got my workmates, I've got all my mates. But it's having just that extra bunch of people, and this space has provided me that. And I'm forever grateful. And yeah, I'm going to have good days, I'm going to have bad days, but knowing you lovely lot are there, and yeah, I can't thank you enough. And what you're all doing is just superb. And if I can give you all a pat on the back, I would do. And next time I get a chance to see you all, I will do, definitely.
Brilliant.
So, to anyone else thinking that, can I do it? Can I not do it? Give it a go. That's all you can do. Give it a go, and then go from there. And if it's not your liking, then fine. But if it is, and it is, stick to it, and you'll be fine. I missed the first one of the second course, which I spoke to you about. But the courses beforehand, they've been uplifting. They've been eye-opening. The breath work has been unbelievable. It's some of the stuff that you've taught me and you taught the others has got me through. Yeah, has got me through the bad times, and yeah, it's just to have nice little added things that you can do. You know what I mean? It's very eye-opening and very uplifting, and I'm grateful. That's all I can say to you. I'm grateful.
Hi guys, yeah, well I joined it. I see Nick obviously, and Julie was at the start of another journey. I just thought I could help somebody else at the time, giving my aspect, going through it, knowing how I was feeling, to try and helping somebody else, and quickly realised that it was myself that needed helping, and quite alone out here. We've lived here a long time, but we don't have what I would call a great deal of friends. And most of the time I'm working, so we don't go out. So all of a sudden, I was listening to a load of people's stories and realised at the time I couldn't really help anybody else because I had so many of my own problems. Well, I didn't realise I had, and then lo and behold, you know, I needed different people to listen from different scopes. It was weird, really weird. And then I heard Stuart's story, and I thought I'd sort of help him. And I messaged Stuart. I didn't like his voice. He sounded really sad in his voice. So I privately inboxed Stu, and we become friends. Tried to cheer him up, and lo and behold, when I needed someone most, when Julie was at the hospital, who was messaging me all day long with Stuart. So I turned from joining it to help somebody else, really, for me, really realising I really needed it myself. As for what have I got out of the sessions, well, beer all day. What I got out of the sessions, 62 years being told you're not good enough, you're never going to do nothing with yourself, you're rubbish from school onwards. You start believing it, and you start believing you're never going to be nothing, totally. And then from the sessions, you're told like you are something, you're you, you're the only you. And always try to be the best you are, because when you're the best you're going to be the best for everybody around you. So obviously I needed to try to be my best self. It was just great. And what I liked about the group was the array of people. And I just thought, is it just blokes bumming each other up? And then Amanda and Kerry got on my case and give me a woman's perspective, because you feel you're quite being, I think you just feel as a man, albeit I am quite a weak man, that you shouldn't feel like you do, and you shouldn't speak like you do, because it sounds quite childish, and you're quite scared to show your emotions. And 2 Sundays ago, really needed someone, and there they was again, end of a phone. Didn't need to do it. 6:30, 7:30 on a Sunday morning. So would I recommend it to anybody? I'd recommend it to everybody. You don't know what people you're dealing with. They're just fantastic people. We're all private people. You'll make good friends out of it. And you might not need it now, but by Jove, if you do, get in touch, and you surely will need it in the future. And I thank you all sincerely for having me in the group in the first place. Thank you.
Why did I join this in the first place? I was getting one-to-one counselling for the National Health through what happened to my son, and it wasn't working for me, not at all. And I was watching Claret and Booze, and Nick started, they said on there that what they wanted to do, and his phone number come up, so I messaged him, give him a little description of what had gone on in my life, and 2 days later I was added to the WhatsApp, and it started from there, really. Then it grew from the WhatsApp onto this platform. It's just amazing, you know. Just like what Brooksy was saying, being a man you don't want to show your emotions. Okay, you keep them tucked in. But this group taught me that I can show my emotions. I can cry. I'm allowed to cry. Just because I'm a man doesn't mean I can't cry. You know, and everybody has really fucking helped me. Sorry for swearing. It's like yesterday I was having a bit of a down. It was a really nice sunny day, match day, and I was remembering what I would have been doing with Robbie. You know, having a beer, having something to eat, going to football meal afterwards, and I was really feeling down. And that young lady there, Amanda, she only a couple of messages, but they lifted me. They made me realise, well, don't feel sad, feel happy. They're good memories that I've got, and remember them memories with a smile on my face. Be happy. And it was thanks to Amanda that it brought me out yesterday. But I mean, I could say a lot with Dougie. He's helped me out. Tony has helped me out. I mean, I want to lose weight, and that man is helping me out. You know, John talks to me. You know, Kerry and Nick. I mean, the stuff you've done is unbelievable, mate. I couldn't list the amount of help you've given, not just to me, but to everybody on here and everybody in general. Yeah, you don't give yourself enough credit, mate, for what you do. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain. I think if I hadn't have had this, I think I would have gone into myself, and I would have started drinking as a coping mechanism. But I didn't because of this platform. And as for recommending it, I'd recommend it all day long to absolutely anybody, male or female. You know, because we get on so well, I think, as a collective group, you know, and it's just a marvel. I think it's unbelievable. To be honest, I don't know what I'd do about it now. If this stopped tomorrow, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, you know. Just wouldn't have a clue what to do. You know, I've just got so much love and thanks in my heart for everybody on this group, you know, and then I also found, like as Dougie was saying, that mine was reverse. I come onto the group wanting help, but then I found out that I could give help, and that was an eye opener for me as well. You know, that I found that I could give people some support, even if it's just talking to them, or like when Dougie was in hospital that hospital day, they're just stupid little texts, but they were enough to help that man get through that day, and I felt proud that I could do that for him. You know, and I'd do the same for anybody, any one of you. You know, not just you people on this call at the moment, but for any of the people we got on the platform. The Tuesday sessions, well, when I first said about the Tuesday sessions, I thought it's going to be fucking tree hugging, you know. It's going to be wearing flares and hippie love and peace, man. But no, it's not at all. It was a big eye opener for me. The breathing sessions, they're unbelievable. And I do breathe. I know I smoke, but the breathing sessions have really helped my breathing. I do them every day, and I breathe much more easily now. And I just think it's great. You know, I don't know what else to say. You know, I just recommend it to absolutely everybody and anybody. If you need help, come on here. You'll get the help, and then you will find, as I did, you can give help as well.
That's brilliant, Stu.
What I say?
Brilliant. What we see an awful lot of people that are new to the group, people that are existing in the group, people that came into this place for support. I think there's a number of you that perhaps feel intimidated by seeing other people's issues. You know, maybe you feel like your issue isn't enough. We heard it earlier on. You know, you've got some people in here, you know, that are dealing with loss, some people that are dealing with cancer, and it makes you feel like it sort of diminishes what you're going through. You know, it doesn't. It's all every struggle is relative to you, and you're in here for a reason, and that's to get help. And that's what this is, you know. A mental health struggle is a mental health struggle, whether that's attached or related to dealing with cancer or dealing with grief, dealing with whatever it is. You know that there isn't a score for how big or small your problem is. Jay, would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's bang on. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what I was just about to say. That's one thing that Jay said from the very first meet, that call we had. There is no gauge at all for anybody's trauma, grief, whatever.
No.
We are all flatline. We're all. It doesn't matter who's done. We're all dead level. We're all here for support and to give support.
Cheers, Joe.
bang on.
So I messaged Nick and was like, when he said about doing the group, I thought, oh, I'll just message him and see if he needs some help with it. I'll come in and give him, you know, a bit of encouraging word or whatever to someone. And then realised that actually I've got some issues myself. But they're quite, I don't know, it goes back to that thing, oh, they're not that bad, what have you. It didn't feel that bad. I just wanted to come in to help other people. But I've actually started to find myself again through this. It's come up a lot in the sessions that we do, like as a woman, Kels will probably agree with me on this, we kind of get lost in all the roles we play. And I've kind of lost myself a little bit in all those roles. And this has just helped me to find myself. I love it. Honestly, they're the best group of people ever. Every day, the first thing I do now is pop on and say hello to. I always drop Dougie a message in the morning. Stu, Kerry and I are talking all the time. It's just the best group of people ever, and the breath work is just amazing. At first of all, I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. The breath worked weird. I think I was doing it wrong the first time, but the breath work helps with everything. The breath work is incredible, and even like. With the work this week, it was about flicking that switch in your brain to change the way you think, and it works. It really flipping works. So I would just say, come on, it's an amazing family. Everyone's found each other when they needed to find each other. We're all getting through it together, and honestly, and we need more women, don't we, Kerry? We need more women. We are outnumbered by this hairy bunch. So we need more women in here. And we're a lovely bunch of ladies. So, yeah, honestly, I couldn't recommend it enough. It's amazing. Everyone's brilliant on there. And do you know what? It's easy to sit here as well and go, oh, I don't want it to sound depressing. It's not. I know everyone's come on there for help, but we have such a laugh. The banter's brilliant. You know, you've got the quizzes in there that Mickey does, and then people have thrown like Hammers Mikey puts stuff. It's just the best bunch of people. The match day chats, everything it's not just coming in there to sort your mental health out. It's like the fun stuff that comes with it, and there's lovely friendships forming in there. It's just amazing. Get yourself signed up. Honestly, it's brilliant.
Thank you, Amanda. Do you know what? I think it's organically gone that way, because when we first started the support group, obviously it was new, it was a WhatsApp group, but I think what we've found now is obviously we're still getting it. You get it every day. People are posting, you know, some issues or concerns that they've got and some struggles. And then what you do, you know, you bundle them, you jump on them, you surround them with love and hugs and stuff like that, which is basically what happens. But then it's about bringing people up again, isn't it? It's about making it uplifting. You know, you kind of that's what you try to do. You try and make it a happy place. Effectively, it's what it's turned into.
About positive. It's about trying to keep things positive as well, isn't it? I mean, we've seen so much growth on there already with people, and the change in them is incredible. And it's lovely to see. It's funny because I saw a video. Sorry, I'm going off piste now. There was a video on Facebook earlier, and it was this turtle on its back trying to get back onto its front again, and all these other turtles in the water come along and flipped it over. And as I was watching it, I thought that reminds me so much of our group. Like somebody will put something on there, like they're having a tough day, and everyone just like covers them. It's and then we all end up laughing.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's the best group. It really is. It's amazing.
I find a lot of the laughing and the banter and stuff like that. It helps with the mental support.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Help. Yeah.
Yeah. Laughter's the
Bang
best
on.
medicine, as they say.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I come on this course. I knew deep down I had some issues. They've been affecting me for probably about 4 or 5 years. And then I realised I did need help. Being a man, you don't ask for it. You know, it's just the stubbornness, the ego of just being a bloke. I've kind of isolated myself from a lot of my friends, of course, over the course of time. So of course that then made my support group even smaller. You know, so I had less people to talk to, and of course you don't want to burden the family with your problems. When I first jumped on here, obviously we said about going and doing the sessions and stuff, and I say seeing some of the other guys on there, hearing some of their issues. You sometimes, as you say, you sit there thinking, well, mine ain't as bad as theirs, but deep down you know they are because they're affecting you. I mean, you talk to everybody in the group, and everyone's been brilliant. You know, I mean, I've had good days, I've had bad days, same as everybody has on this group. You know, it's everyone's just like a big family, and that's what I always used to put on the group chat. You know, this is a bunch of friends I'm yet to meet. You know, this is the way I look at it. You know, everyone's so genuine, everyone's so honest. You know, you get one bad day, someone to perk you up with either a comment or, you know, they're always there for you. As I then realised how much after the first session I needed this help. And I say, you know, as James messaged me yesterday saying what a difference it's been, of course, this whole journey. You know, I've gone from someone who was really shy, quiet. You know, I used to keep myself to myself and just sit in the background. And like now, I just find myself, I've got a bit more confidence in myself. I find myself wanting to do more things. You know, I've got the confidence and ability to believe in myself more. And I say, doing this fast thing again, that was something else. You know, I'd never done it, you know, in myself. But I then realised that not only did I need to do it physically, but mentally, I needed that whole clear out, reset, start again. Again, across this whole course now, yeah, it's given me a whole new perspective on everybody's mental health, not just men's, but women's. So I am doing a online course myself now into men's and women's mental health and awareness. You know, it's saying it's inspired me in a way. It really has. It's taken me to a different outlook on absolutely everything. You know, and in regards to anybody who wants to go on this journey with everybody else, I'd 100% recommend it. You know, whether you pay for a course, whether you get a free course, but being free as well, I mean, 100% do it. You'll find you'll make so many close friends, and nobody bats an eyelid. You got the slightest issue, nobody cares. You know, and in a way, I say that they don't care, they do care, and they will hug you, they will bring you up, and everybody's there. Everyone's a rock. You know what I mean?
No one judges you.
Sorry, Stu.
No one judges you, John.
No, exactly that. Exactly that. And that's what I say. You know, it could be the smallest problem is your biggest problem. You know, so it's the one thing that can take you down. You know, and it's the little things are the ones that build, and they destroy you. You know, and if you let them build and build, I say you end up a mess.
Oh, sorry, John. Go on, John.
Sure, Stu. Go on, Doug.
No, I mean, one night someone had put on about death, you know, and I was coming back to get my dad, and like couldn't find him. Found out he was in hospital. Rang the hospital, and I went, "Do I need to come home?" You know, because I went, "Nah, you're all right." Like, you know, I said, "You sure?" Because I'm bringing him back to Spain for. I was a bit confused, you know. Anyway, my daughter went up the next day and he passed away. Like, you know, they rang my sister, and it was just one particular night, and someone had put something about that, and it was John. Just noticing something I'd put on there, and just sent me the message to say you were all right. And I've really just going on from the fast, which is really strange, is that when I put my silly videos on the fast, the amount of people have inboxed me privately and have said, like, the things you've put in your video, a lot of that is the same as mine, what's gone on in my life. And I'm just going to say, don't think you're the only one who's always been told you're rubbish, you're no good, you're never going to be nothing, because which has been really surprising. And I think, like Stuart said, it crosses over and you end up from needing the help. But by needing the help, you're still giving someone else help. The person that's not speaking out or won't speak, they're listening or still looking at all the message, but they're still taking in that help, even though they're not probably coming forward themselves saying that they actually need it.
Yeah, 100%. 100% agree with that. Yeah, and I'll say, I mean, this whole journey is, I just couldn't recommend it enough. Really can't.
Okay, so I just want to say I was asked to join the group from Nick, just to try to offer some like support. Since I've been there, I've realised the same as Nick actually, that actually I need support as well. So although I'm offering it, I'm also learning from everyone's, you know, especially the ladies group, the experiences, the way we talk about thoughts and feelings, and we're all supporting each other in there. Obviously, we have a laugh with it as well. But obviously, we do the free classes as well, which I wasn't that keen on to start with before they started. We're 4 sessions in, and I wouldn't miss it for the world now. It really empowers me. It gives me such a good feeling going into the rest of the week. The breathing classes, they're really good. I do them on my own now, not just on the Wednesday night ladies group. So all I'll say is a big shout out to the ladies. If there's any ladies there that are struggling, that feel like they could benefit from having some like-minded West Ham ladies to talk to, you know, we can laugh, we can cry, we can rant, and just join up. And look forward to seeing you in there.
Okay.
Peggy,
So, why did I join? From October last year up until just before Christmas, I was going on just a spiraling down. I had father-in-law died, one of our best friends died, one of my brothers got stage 4 cancer, another brother had a stroke, and I just thought this is never ending. I've always had anxiety trouble in the past, and then texted Nick, he got me on here, didn't do anything for a little while, just sort of hung about as you do, and then a little bit later on, the company where I worked burnt down, and that was a real shock. That was in March, and I've been on gardening leave ever since. So that's a whole separate problem in itself. I've just had enough of doing housework and all that, and it just starts to get gnaw at you. So eventually, last week I was made redundant. So I'm now doing the job search, and I don't know if I'd still be here, to be honest, if I didn't have this group, because you just stupid little things just pick me up every day. Nothing, I can't really pinpoint any one thing, apart from Tuesday evenings. They're brilliant. And I do the breathing in the group, and I do it at other times as well. I did it just before I went for a job interview the other week, and that really helped me, really calmed me down. But it also gave me loads of energy. So it was like I had too much adrenaline, so I was nervous. But the breathing gave me a different sort of energy. That was amazing. I didn't get the job, by the way, but that's by the by, because now I know I can go into any interview confident. So that's a big thing for me. And yeah, we all need help because we're all hammers, and obviously we've got a problem. But that's great banter in the platform. You've got all sorts of little groups in there. You can even catch up with all the news from the various crappy websites. We won't talk about Whetstone. And yeah, so it's really, really helping me. And I suggest anyone just give it a try. What have you got to lose? There's nothing to lose. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay. If you want to stay a little bit quiet for a while and have a look round, it's fine. But I find it a pretty amazing thing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Brilliant, mate.
Brilliant, mate. Fantastic,
Aw.
man.
Well done.
Really bang on, mate.
Well done.
Brilliant.
All right, thank you. Well, I'm going to start off I mean, I have got a script, Nick. I've got a script.
Coming in.
It's the corporate in me. It's the corporate. I can't help it. But
Hold on. Is it an elevator pitch? What
Yeah.
you gone with?
yeah, the first thing is one more game.
One more game. One more game.
Yes.
I
One
know.
more game.
I can't wait.
That's it. You guys have helped me and have helped the rest of the fans on the pages get through this. So, which is why I joined the group in the first place, which was Nick's rants. I mean, the effort Nick put into there. He says it wasn't even effort. He didn't even scripted, but it was so much energy and so much passion. I went, well, this guy, you know, for someone who puts that much effort into something, must be a good guy. So when Nick put together the group, I was happy to just join the other side. And Nick texted me and said, "Do you want to join the support group?" And I went, firstly, I thought for myself, yeah, I'll join the support group, but I wanted to help other people. As someone who grew up in the East, born and grew up in the East, and I haven't done too bad. You know, big house, big car, family, everything. But I felt that I'm at a point in my life that I wanted to give to others. It's very important to me to help other people. But I joined the Tuesday group. Wow, it was an eye opener for me. And you know, a very clever man said this: every struggle is relative to you. Yeah, said it about 10 minutes ago. But my issue was I need to stop the small Moses. Life's going by too fast, and that happens to a lot of people. So you think everything's great, everything's good, but you're missing out on your children growing up, or you're missing out on memories or creating memories, or such as building great friendship with you guys. So for me going forward, and working with these on the second session now, I know it's you're sort of contemplating on life in the first session, and now on the second session, you've got the ability to really rebuild where you feel you need to rebuild, and that's normally focused on yourself rather than worrying about your family and everyone else. I thought almost to the point where you have to be selfish to be selfless, and that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. The rest of the group, though, fantastic. I mean, what one thing that really resonates for me in the whole group is it reminds me of the old East End, and everyone looked out for each other. And I don't live in East End no longer, but old day, everyone said hello, and like every morning, everyone says hello. But you know, and you go down the street, no one says anything to you. But it's really, really comforting. And you know, it's obviously it's helped myself, but now I'm coming out of my shell and helping others and seeing where I can support people, which was my main aim. But can't recommend it enough. It's free. Everyone likes something for free. It's not buy one get one free. It is free, yeah, and the value you get out of it it's unbelievable. But bringing your problems to this group will inevitably actually help others on the group as well. So please, you know, if you've got some challenges, could be mental, family, career, financial, come and join the group.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. It was fantastic. Some great characters in there, weren't there? What I'm going to leave you with now, obviously, as you all know, because I've been banging on about that as well, we've done the 10-day fast, and this is something that we're going to be doing 4 times a year through the platform. And once you've joined the group, you know, you'll start learning about the foundations of trying to sort of get to grips with your own mental health, which is kind of how Jay has structured this particularly. And that's what it's all about. It's about just starting to learn your own mind. You know, once you can do that, you'd be amazed what you can cope with. And that is the foundation of everything that we're driving in here. But what I have found, because I've done both the 8-week course myself, just recently, the one that's just passed, and I've done the fast as well. And the fast is like a crash course. It is a harsh crash course, but my God, the benefits you get from that, both in health, body, you know, and mind, are just, you know, they can't be overstated. It was fantastic. And I'm going to leave you with And we're hosting these as well, 4 weeks a year through our platform. So if you do want to join and get on board with the next one, because there's ongoing support and ongoing care as well with this. It isn't just 10 days and you're up. No. You're going to get managed, because one thing that I'm concerned about personally is falling off the wagon. So that's something we're going to do. We're going to stick together and try and make sure we make the right choices moving forward, so that we don't end up back in the same place when, in 3 months' time. That's not the reason that you do it. So I'm going to leave this video with you. This was the closing video from the 10th day, once we'd got to the 10th day and we cracked it. So we all did a Zoom call every single day, and this was just a little talk from Jay at the end, just a moment of reflection, really. And this is kind of how well we're managed. It's an example of how we manage things on this platform. It is it's fantastic, honestly. It really is. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy.
Now, some of you are sitting there with your partners as well. Like, I've got my beautiful wife with me on the bed who shared another painful journey with me into fasting. So this is a shared little exercise that you've got with that person that you love that's there with you also. Adds a nice touch. I want you to try and consciously think back to when you signed up for this fast. Try and remember, where was you? When you actually put your details in and you signed up. Now expand on that into what made you sign up. What was your reason? Was it Nick? As in our own Nicholas, who bravely put it out there on YouTube for us Claret and Boozers. For the non-Claret and Boozers, what triggered you into fasting again, or for the first time? What was your reasons? Because the thing is, whatever your reasons were, you knew, even without knowing what the experience was going to be like, you knew the thought of not eating for 10 days was going to be difficult. So why choose to do it? That's important, especially at this point. And now let's roll forward into day one. Starting the experience, drinking your water, seeing the group chats, making decisions. Ooh, do I engage? Do I not engage? Do I leave a comment? Do I not? Rolling into day two, hitting that fucking wall. Why did I do this? I'm never gonna make it. I've got another 8 days. Don't want to quit. Don't let anyone down. Don't let myself down. Rolling into day 3. Fucking hell. Another water day. When's the juices coming? Messages in the group. Starting to pick up a little bit of inner strength, a bit of inner bravery to actually, I might leave a message in. I might be honest and vulnerable. Day 4. Flavour. Juice. Rolling into day 5. Day 6. Hitting walls, feeling upset, loads of emotions coming up, maybe past traumas, anger, frustration, tormenting yourself, your ego really going at you. Day 7, all of a sudden, hold on, I've done a week with no food. Why did I do this again? Oh yeah, that's why. I'm starting to feel that presence of my soul that I'm feeling to do this. Getting into day 8. Day 9. Day 9. I've got 1 day left. I've done it. It's hard. I've hit another wall. But I've hit many walls over the last 9 days. And I've still stood up. For who? For myself. Even doing it with your beautiful loved ones that are there with you. You was on a collective journey, but the experience was individual. This was a journey about showing yourself that you do still love yourself, that you do still respect yourself, that you can still achieve. That little person in you that at one point was full of innovation, full of determination, full of dreams, that's still alive. Day 10. I fucking done it. All the emotions, all the videos, laughter, tears. But we done it. And it's this feeling now that you've got to make a conscious choice, individually, but accountable as a collective. What do I do from now on? Am I going to choose to not have to work as hard because I've done the hard work? Am I going to choose to keep this momentum, to stay on this path, to put me and my health, mental, physical and spiritual first? Some of you might feel you're not spiritual. Bollocks. Look at the definition of the word spirituality. Do you know what it is? Pretty much verbatim. Someone who puts feelings in front of physical things. Is that not you? Have you not shown yourself that in the last 10 days? So what am I going to do next? What choices am I going to make? Do I want to feel like I feel now? Logically, I'd say, yeah, I do actually. I want to keep this feeling, pride, strength, resilience, togetherness. It's not a new you. You've rediscovered a bit of you. You spent a lot of time being mums, being dads, being employees, employers, sisters, brothers, friends, podcasters, all these roles. But you've taken a bit of time away from that over the last 10 days. You've had to. Because it's been you battling with you. And you won. You're here. And I'm, for one, and just proud to be a part of this fast, this community. It's been really, really special. I'm going to start to fade the music out. Just have a think before you come back on camera. We're going to have a discussion now about choices we're going to make. I'm going to throw up some ideas. And then we're all going to sort of make a deal, a bit of a pact. Although stepping forward individually, we've still got each other, still got the group.